I was born into a rich and well-known family in Tyrone, Ireland. I was the younger of 2 daughters, and my sister, who was 6 years older, was always my gentle protector. Because of our age gap, we didn't play together much, but her kindness was like a warm light in my childhood. When she married a handsome man named Mr. 𝘚𝘌𝘍 and moved to Dublin, I felt a deep emptiness inside me. The day she left, my heart ached as if a piece of me had gone with her. Months later, a letter arrived from Mr. 𝘚𝘌𝘍. His words sent a chill through me. My sister was very ill. She wanted to come home to spend her last days in the place where she grew up. We prepared anxiously, my heart torn between fear and hope. I longed to see her again, to care for her, to hold her hand like she used to hold mine when I was a child. On a cold Tuesday night, I waited, straining my ears for the sound of her carriage arriving. But as the hours passed, silence stretched on endlessly. Then, just past midnight, I heard something, a faint, sorrowful cry drifting through the wind. The sound sent shivers down my spine. I rushed to the door with my father, hoping it was her. But when we stepped into the courtyard, we found nothing. The night was empty and eerily silent. A deep fear settled in my chest. Something was terribly wrong. The next morning, our worst fears were confirmed. We received word that my sister had died, at the exact hour I had heard those haunting cries. Grief swallowed me whole. I withdrew from the world, feeling as if I had lost not just my sister, but my best friend. Yet, while I mourned, Mr. 𝘚𝘌𝘍 wasted no time. He remarried quickly, and bitterness crept into my heart. It was a full year before I could feel anything again. When I turned 16, my mother took me to Dublin, insisting that I would find a suitable husband among the city's high society. I met many suitors, but one man stood out, Lord 𝘚𝘌𝘓𝘓. He was incredibly wealthy, with a mysterious air that both intrigued and unsettled me. Though there was no great passion between us, I agreed to marry him, believing that love might grow in time. After the wedding, Lord 𝘚𝘌𝘓𝘓 took me to his grand estate by the river. The house was beautiful, filled with lively gardens, servants, and warmth. But from the moment we arrived, my husband's behavior changed. He became tense, almost fearful. Then he gave me an odd warning. "Stay away from the rooms at the back of the house," he said, his voice low and serious. "And do not go near the small garden." His words left a cold feeling in my heart. But I promised to obey. At first, life in the estate was peaceful, and I began to feel content. But one evening, as I entered my bedroom, I froze in terror. A strange woman sat near the fireplace. She wore a long black coat, and her lifeless eyes were milky white. "You must be in the wrong room," I stammered. She laughed, a bitter, chilling sound. "I am Lady 𝘚𝘌𝘓𝘓," she said with a twisted smile. "You are the one who must leave." Horrified, I backed away and ran to find my husband. When I told him what I had seen, his face turned deathly pale. "Forget her," he said quickly. "She is nothing but a ghost from your imagination," but the fear in his eyes told me otherwise. In the weeks that followed, I felt a dark presence in the house. Some nights, I heard a woman's voice outside my window, whispering my name, her tone dripping with jealousy and anger. The air in the estate grew heavier with each passing day, and I knew I had to uncover the truth. Finally, I turned to Martha, the old housekeeper. She hesitated, but after much pleading, she revealed the dark secret. The blind woman was the ghost of Lord 𝘚𝘌𝘓𝘓𝘓's first wife. She had died mysteriously, and some whispered that she had been murdered, stabbed in her own bedroom. Her eyes had been cut out so she could never look upon her husband again or see him with another woman. A cold shiver ran through me. Had my husband killed her? Terror gripped me. That very night, I fled the estate, my heart pounding with dread and uncertainty. I returned to my childhood home in Tyrone, desperate for safety. But even there, peace did not find me. Some nights, I awoke to the soft cries of my sister's spirit, warning me that the ghostly woman still sought me. Bound by her jealous rage, she would never rest. She would wait in that house, ready to take vengeance on any woman who dared to call herself Lady Glenfallen, and so, I live with an unsettling truth: while I breathe, the blind woman haunts that house, waiting, watching, and ready to strike down any who try to take her place.